Hello everybody. I hope I am audible and I am visible. I shouldn't actually be visible because this is just a data video. Okay. So Chang dance is popular in the state of, so I'll tell you the answer first. Chang dance. Okay. It is famous in the state of Rajasthan. Okay. It is popular in the state of Rajasthan. So this is the answer. Chang dance is also called Dhamal. Okay. It is also called Dhamal. It is also called Dhamal, okay? And it is associated with the Holi festival in the Shekhawati region of Rajasthan. Moving on, the moderate margin of a page in MS Word can be applied to the page from which of the following options? See, it's talking about a page and it's talking about page margins, okay? It's talking about page margins. Page margins, okay? Page margins can be set by the page layout tab, okay? Layout. Layout tab, which is also specifically the page layout tab. Okay, so moving on, the cost theory, comma, the usual shape of the curve is a rectangular hyperbole. In cost theory, the usual shape of which of the following curves is a rectangular hyperbole? The answer is average fixed cost. The AFC, or the average fixed cost curve, is a downward sloping and asymptotically approaches both axes, which is the characteristic of a rectangular hyperbole. Okay, so moving on. Who was the first Indian woman wrestler to win a medal at the Olympics? The answer is Sakshi Malik. Sakshi Malik won at the 58 kg category. Okay, 58 kg category. Sakshi Malik won in 2016 Rio Olympics. Okay, 2016 Rio Olympics. Moving on, the Palas were a dynasty that ruled in the eastern India, a dynasty that appeared in eastern India, and dynasty that appeared in Puri, or the dynasty that first appeared in Cambodia. The answer is a dynasty that appeared in East India. Okay, Pala dynasty was appeared in East India, primarily Bengal and Bihar, from the 8th century to the 12th century. Also the Pala Gopala was the founder. Gopala was the founder, and Vikramshila and Nalanda universities flourished under them, and Dharampala Dharampala found Vikramshila University. Found the Vikramshila University. Moving on, Vikramshila University. Okay. Moving on, Dinesh K. Tripathi was appointed as a what in January 2024? He was the Vice Chief of Naval Staff. He was appointed as the Chief of Naval Staff in 2024. Moving on. Which of the following teams won the IPL 2023 championship? The answer is Chennai Super Kings. And I'm moving pretty quickly because these are factual questions and you can only and only revise them with me. There is not much to learn them over here. There's not much to learn over here. Again, a current affair question. In 2021, who was the governor of Karnataka? The answer is Thwarchand Gehlot. Thwarchand Gehlot. Okay, you may read about him over here. Moving on. Who wrote the book Gulamgiri? Jyotiba Phule wrote the book Gulamgiri, and the book is a critique of the caste system and exposes the oppressions of the Dalits, formerly known as untouchables, and other lower caste communities in India. Okay, so moving on. Which article of the Constitution deals with citizenship? The answer is Article 5 to 11. Again, a factual question. We have talked about it at length. We have done it multiple times. So you may just read about everything over here and then we may move on. In India, the musical instrument flute is also known as a bansuri. Okay, bansuri is a literal translation of the flute. Moving on. Uh, Channu Lal Mishra is related to which of the music is related to which musical lineage? It's a factual question. You have to learn it, and it is Kirana musical family. Okay, it's a Kirana Gharana. Kirana Gharana. Okay, Channu Lal Mishra has contributed significantly to the preservation and popularity of traditional Hindustani music through his performances and teachings. Moving on, in Microsoft Excel, which chart type is best suited for comparing proportions or percentages of a whole? Okay, a bar chart, it's not good for comparing proportions because it is good for comparing year on year growths. Okay, so this is how the bar chart looks like. Okay, this is how the bar chart looks like. So it is better in comparing year on year trans. Okay, scatter chart, it's basically good. This is a bar chart. Okay, this is a bar chart. What happens in a scatter chart is that there is the points are defined and they are scattered in different areas in different directions, so it does nothing but shows the growth trajectory. On the other hand, in pie chart, it is best suited for comparing proportions or percentages, and in terms of line chart is also good for growth, good for seeing where the growth is headed towards. Okay, generally used for showing trends. Line chart is used for showing trends. Scatter charts, relationship between two variables, and bar charts, although useful for comparing individual items, bar charts are not ideal for showing proportional relative to a whole. Okay, moving on. According to Global Multidimensional Poverty Index, on the basis of the four indicators: nutrition, cooking fuel, sanitation, and housing, how much poor people live in India? The answer is 34.4 million. Again, a very factual question. You may read about it over here. Who among the following discovered that a wire carrying electric current can attract or repel another wire next to it that is also carrying electric current? The answer is Andre Marie Ampere. You may read about him over here. Okay, moving on. Which dwarf planet orbits around the Sun in 310 years at a distance between 385 to 53 astronomical units? The answer is Make. Okay, it is one of the five recognized dwarf planets of our solar system and is part of the Kuiper belt. Okay, it's a part of the Kuiper belt. Eris is also another dwarf planet. Ceres is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. It is much closer to the Sun at a distance of about 2.7 astronomical units. Pluto orbits around the Sun at an average distance of 39 AU and has an orbital period of about 243 Earth years. 310 Earth years is Make. Okay, you may read about all of them over here. Moving on. On the 7th November 2022, the Supreme Court of India upheld the reservation for the weaker sections (EWS). Which of the following amendments brought this reservation in the first place? The answer is 103. 103 amendment. Okay, 103. 103 is EWS. 101. 101 is GST. 102 is NCBC. NCBC getting constitutional CONL. Okay, constitutional status. NCBC getting constitutional status, and 104th is abolishing seat for Anglo Indians. Anglo Indians no more would be given a seat in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies. Moving on. In which of the following sequences is correct? Uh, Family, phylum, class, order, genus, species. Phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So the first one is correct. I by mistake did it towards the left hand side. Okay, phylum is a high level group of organisms that share basic body plan. Class groups together similar orders. Orders include several families that exhibit similar character. Family groups genera and shares common attributes. Genus is a way to group species that are structurally similar or common in some aspects. Species is the most specific level describing organisms that are able to reproduce and have fertile offsprings. Okay, so this is how it goes around. The largest inland salt lake, Sambhar. The Sambhar lake is located in Rajasthan. Okay, Sambhar lake is in Rajasthan. Sambhar is in Rajasthan. Okay, so Rajasthan is in the this direction. Okay, from the center is in this direction. It means northwest. I think cool enough. Moving on, which country hosted the first FIFA World Cup? The first FIFA World Cup was hosted by Uruguay in 1930. Uruguay, 1930. Moving on, Norman Borlaug was awarded the Dash in 1970 for his contributions to the Green Revolution. Physiology, Nobel Prize Physiology for HYV seeds. You may read about it over here. More about on the left hand side. According to Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, what was the total food gain production in the year 2022-23? The answer is 329678. You can by default take a guess at the highest number as well. What is the name of the festival that ends the holy Ramzan month? At the end of Ramzan is the Eid ul Fitr. Okay, the Eid ul Fitr. Moving on. According to the census of India 2011, which of the following state is the most urbanized state? The answer is Goa because it has around 62.17 percentage of population of Goa which resides in urban areas. Okay, and Himachal has significant rural population, and Kerala is one of the most densely populated states, but it is not at the level of Goa's level of urbanization. The establishment of UPSC, state PSC, and JPSC falls under the falls under which of the following features of the Constitution of India? The answer is federalism. Why? Because the state as well as the union get to choose get to choose candidates from different parts of the country. Okay, get to choose different candidates, and these bodies ensure a standardized and impartial recruitment process to public services for both central and state governments, which reflects the division of power between both center and the state. So that's all, and do well.